Hello YouTube and welcome to GrunfWorks. We are continuing with our ISRU probe, which we have launched in the previous episode, and today we will be sending it to Minmus. Whether or not we will be collecting some science or actually drilling for resources, I'm not yet sure. We'll see how it goes. So stick around, it's gonna be fun. Now, with that being said, we are correcting the inclination to go to Minmus and planning for our transfer burn. Yes. We have plenty of delta V, as you can tell from judging by the big canister at the back, and a total of 2,572 meters per second, so which is more than enough to get us there twice over. So, that thing being said, let's get ready in terms of preparing the burn. Burn should be in 10 minutes, let's just accelerate until we get there. Time warp complete and we are ready. Now, burn will be in roughly 40 seconds. And it will take 15 seconds until we correct our inclination. Alright. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, etc, etc, and hit the gas. And then I realize I need to activate the engine. Tow! Right, that's good enough. It's minor correction, and I think that will do nicely. Now, that being said, I'm just checking what this stage is. No idea. Alright, so Minmus, where are you, Minmus? There you are. Add a maneuver, and let's see if we can get alignment. No, that's Moon. We want Minmus. Ah, almost. Now you just move it a little bit, there we go, Minmus encounter. And to be honest, I was actually thinking of fixing and planning a little bit more detail, but I don't think we need to fiddle too much around it. We can just fix it when we get there. Right, let's point maneuver prograde. This probe doesn't have a maneuver prograde, setting, so we have to do it manually. Yes, you imagine, I have to do actual work. Ooh. Right, and our time burn will be in about 10-ish seconds. Make it 2. Hit the gas. And let's just zoom and observe how we're extruding our apoapsis until we secure a Minmus encounter. Perfect. Good enough. I'm just gonna go set up a maneuver node to which we will transition. Somewhere around here. Alright, and let's kick it. Where is Minmus? That's Moon. Do we see Minmus? Nope. Well, let's just kick it. Oh, there it is. Hello, Minmus. Oh, and we're already at our maneuver node? You've got to be kidding me, that was fast. Now, I think we need a closer maneuver node, so how about here? Shall we move that one? I was even thinking of fiddling some here, but no need. Let's instead just time accelerate until we get to the Minmus sphere of influence. Hello, Minmus. We are getting closer, come on. There we go. I was actually thinking on fiddling, but if actually there is no point. All the burns here are so low, you know, they don't take so much delta V, so it's not really worth fiddling until you get the perfect encounter. So rather just get an encounter and then you'll fix the rest. See, 50 meters per second to completely change from which side of Minmus I will be approaching, so... Okay. There we go. Perfect. And we are coming from that side. Everything seems to be good. I could actually warp over there. But then again, we've already been to these places. Maybe we should go somewhere where we haven't been. Aha! So I'm actually thinking maybe we should go to the pole instead. How about if we land on the pole? That might be fun. Sure. Something like that. Okay, slightly higher. See, 17 meters per second. Literally nothing. Definitely not a problem now. If we time accelerate and burn, okay, that's a little bit too low. Apoapsis is 12 kilometers, that's good enough in my book. And let's approach Minmus, shall we? We'll position ourselves retrograde because that's the direction we will be burning once we get there. And let's enjoy this beautiful approach. There we go. Ever since 1.8 update, Minmus does, is it just me or it's the poles seem a little bit gritty, you know? Not as minty as before. But I guess I like the higher resolution textures, I've been playing with them for a while, so... Alright, let's just burn enough until we secure ourselves a landing. We can definitely afford it. And I do want to land on the pole as opposed to, you know, highlands, midlands, flatlands, whatlands and whatnot lands. So... Alright. Good enough. Time to land. Surface velocity. Oh, we still have the booster. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, we should probably be ditching it, but let's just get a little bit closer. So we also waste a little bit of this extra speed. And then we were gonna test, you know, ISRU refining into fuel on a full tank. Because that's a completely smart and reasonable thing to do. Right. Okay, detach. Goodbye. At least you will be used as impactor. As far as I recall, I do have some seismic experiments, so that will be fun. Okay, we're coming down 1300 meters. I'm gonna decelerate ever so slightly. There we go. Sensor picked up some data, yes, and it will be sent to Minmus, to the boys in the Kerbin space control. Now, 600 and well, 500 and something meters. I'm just gonna check my move away action groups. Okay, we are dropping kind of fast, so I might want to slow down my ascent. Oh, it's not gonna be sunny here. Now that's a shame, because these lights are not actually the world's best. Okay, 30 meters. Once we close... Ah, there we go, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Waiting for the craft to stabilize. Oh, look at that screenshot. That will definitely be the screenshot for the episode. Magnificent. Now, let's see. Amazing. Right. Where are my action groups? Action groups, I think 2 was the radiator and 3 was the drill, right? Yeah, I'm actually using this from... Was it this... By the way, this action groups, did it come in 1.8 or 1.7? I don't recall. Radiators, you plug in and you start drilling. No ground contact. Okay, a minor design flaw. Interesting. Well, let's see if we can do some science. Log gravity data. Yes. Ooh, 100 science. Nice. Log temperature. 40 data. Thank you. Log pressure data. Log seismic data. Is that all? Think so. Okay, now let's pull in these panels. Retract the drill. And I'm not gonna launch just yet. I have these fellas. Look, the jig is up. Okay, let's just see, make sure that I launch the correct one. Collect all science. Extend the antenna. Okay, that might not be the smartest thing to do. Let's retract it because it will, you know, break. And control from here. Let's launch it back to Kerbin. Just to shut down these 2 engines and hit it. And up and away we go. Ooh. Wait, are you telling me that this has no stabilization? Oh. Okay, getting to Kerbin will be a whole lot of fun. Let's just make sure that we have an apoapsis and that we can actually circularize somewhere around the orbit so we can actually get back to Kerbin in the first place. And obviously I've burnt in completely wrong direction, but never mind. By the way, guys, the rest of the episode, I have to give you a fair warning that there will be dizziness, spinnings, and all the round stuff. So if you're dizzy, the good time to be to skip to the end right now. However, if you're really also looking at the nav ball can cause dizziness, head injury, and utter lack of orientation later on. There, you have been warned. Now, that being said, we are burning to circularize. How, I have no idea. Okie doke, we are going right into the ground. That's the spirit. Okay, I think I've corrected it. Good. Okay, the return trip doesn't matter if we're gonna get to the ground because we're not gonna get there anyway. We're gonna burn until we leave the Minmus sphere of influence. As soon as I can find this goddamn direction where I should be burning in the first place. You shut up now. Okay, I cannot transition to some good point of rotation, so I might as well be, you know, looking for something. How should I get out? Via the apoapsis, of course. Yeah, I could do that. So I figure if I burn prograde, at some point I'm gonna get out of Minmus sphere of influence, and then I will be again in Kerbin sphere of influence, and then all I need to do is, you know, point in the right direction and press the gas. So that should be good enough. See? Now I'm in Kerbin sphere of influence. Alright, Mr. Spinner. Let's do a time warp. Bye, Minmus. Thanks for the science, though. I don't think it's too much, but at least we can send some amount of science, which would be nice. And this is actually a good test of this return vehicle as well. There we go. Okay, let's put our periapsis to, say, 26 kilometers. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, time to execute the burn. Which we will do shortly. Alright, I will be there in a second. Okay, a little bit of time warping, hoping to get to the end of sphere of influence. All right. Another burn. Alright, it seems to be like we are on a return trajectory with a periapsis of 15 kilometers. Which means we will be making re-entry shortly. There's Kerbin. Hi, Kerbin. And let's enjoy this beautiful approach as it comes along. It sure looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Ah, there we go. The sun, the galaxy, Kerbin, and our craft all in one plane. Fantastic. Okay, we will soon need to think re-entry because we'll be coming in hot. Fortunately enough, I have the ablator, but it will be hard to keep this thing straight, so I have no idea how to do that. Or actually, I do. Okay, let's stop the time warp right about now and let's fold the antenna. We should be well within the communications range. And I think I'm gonna go and spin stabilize this thing, because that's the only way how I can see that it stops from flipping. Spin stabilize, decelerate a little bit, not maybe too much, but a little bit. I need to decelerate because we're coming in hot. And like I said, you've been warned. Watching at an F-ball for a prolonged period could cause serious dizziness. I'm gonna spin stabilize this as much as I can, and now when we're hitting the atmosphere, it's gonna be important because that's gonna help us not flip over, I hope. We're coming in really hot, 31,000 meters per second. That's 1.5 orbital velocity approximately, so we have to be really careful in terms of getting back in. As soon as we pass the surface velocity of say 1300, I think we will be safe. So, and actually the craft went a couple of times to almost stop rotation, but I was pressing on the spinning just to make sure it doesn't stabilize, because then it would start flipping. Okay, now we're out of danger, so to say, you know, heating wise, so might as well stop spinning. Now if it stops spinning, I'm good with that. Alright, hitting the chute. And I will be decoupling the heat shield once when the main parachute opens. I don't want the heat shield hitting the craft and basically causing all kinds of explosions. Yeah, I was actually thinking that this episode I will be mining things, but look at this. Instead we were returning science with this little bit finicky spinner. I wonder if there's another probe core that is this small, that which we could use so that it would have, you know, the stabilization. Probably it will need to be hex or octo or something like that. Alright, chute opens right about now. Wonderful. Now we ditch the heat shield, and when this bad boy lands, we will be collecting all the sweet science that we can. How much? I have honestly no idea, but whatever comes, it will be more than welcome. We don't have that many more science notes to uncover, but you know, all the data, all the science is worth it. Alright, and splash down. Wonderful. Let's recover the vessel. Alright, 300 science points earned. Well, that was pretty much wraps up today's episode. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Like if you like the episode, hit subscribe for more episodes that will be coming, and I will be seeing you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks, signing off.